Hello, audience, faculty of CCU College, and classmates. My name is Barbara Cooper, and I am here to present my speech on Levi Strauss and Company. I'm sure you've all wore them, and you probably have some on right now, or maybe hiding in that closet of yours. What are they exactly? They are your Levi 501 blue jeans, or 701, or your skinny jeans. Or maybe you have just an original pair of Levi blue jeans that your grandparents may have worn back in the miner days, or when they were ranch farmers or welders or anything like that. First, I would like to inform you of the change in the quality of the material in the denim industry over the decades and provide you with an understanding of the quality that Levi and Strauss Company had throughout our past and well into our future. It is also one of the leading manufacturers in the blue jean world who's had some financial struggles throughout the times, but they've managed to work well through those. How did they become so popular? Well, if you recall back in 1980, there used to be a series on television called Charlie's Angels. One of the well-known actresses, Farrah Fawcett, which there's a picture of her right there on her skateboard in the series. She used to wear those, as well as quite a few other celebrities. During the 1952s, Marilyn Monroe made them popular. James Dean also made them popular. Marlon Brando made them popular. And it started to become a trend with all of the celebrities wearing them. So all people all over the world wanted what was the popular trend at the time and led to an overdemand of blue jeans throughout Levi Strauss's factory. At this point, he had to start outsourcing over to Europe and Asia, Japan, and eventually caused a little bit of a problem for his companies. The fabric of the material started being changed to be more cost effective. And during the 1980s is when I learned about it. And the jeans were pretty much at that point durable and could withstand anything. So, who were they originally designed for? They were designed in 1853 by a tailor named Jacob Davis, who happened to have been a customer of Levi Strauss, who owned at that time a wholesale dry goods factory. Jacob Davis would make trousers for local miners and ranchers, and he used a combination fabric of duck cloth, which is also known as canvas, to make his pants and added a rivet to them, which became patented in 1873. The type of fabrics at that time were called rigid, selvaged, which is woven on both sides of the fabric, and stretch, which are cotton and elastic blends. The weight of the fabric ranged anywhere from 10 ounces of lightweight to 10 and a half and 12 and a half ounces for midweight and a heavy weight of 13 ounces plus. Now, the durability of Jacob's waist overalls, not Levi denims, but waist overalls, because mind you, we're in 1853 at this point. They were called waist overalls. He blended a fabric of 9-ounce duck cloth with denim of 10 ounces and used the copper rivets at the weakest points of the jeans, such as the pockets, the little inserts that many people remember having, which are located a little bit inside the actual pocket itself. And they put them on the back of the jeans. They also put them in the zipper in waist so that they could make them stronger. At this time, a pair of Levi blue jeans were $1.95 per pair, or you could actually buy them for $13.74 a dozen. Sounds awesome. And who were they actually made for other than men? They were made for women. And I will give you a picture of what the first women's jeans, which were not even called jeans at that point, they were called Freedomalls, and children's blue jeans, which we all remember those little suspenders at the top and the little trousers in the bottom that were all attached to one another. Those are right here. This is the women's coveralls, as you can see. And then this is the children's, where are they? Whoops. Children's coveralls. Overalls, I'm sorry. Okay. So at the Freedomalls for women, that entire outfit could have cost $6 at this time in 1918. And the cost of those coveralls for the children were $2 per suit. I'm sure in this day and age, we would absolutely love to go get those coveralls for our children, and $2 a pack or $2 a suit, I'm already there. It's cost effective. Levi's for women weren't officially made until 1934, where they used a pre-shrunk twill material with a button fly. And then in 1940, they switched the button fly to a zipper for women, which made it more comfortable. The U.S. government also used denim in their work clothes for defense industry employees. The War Production Board changed the materials of the employees' uniforms in 1941. The accurate back pocket stitching, which is that little kind of a V shape that goes over the stitching, or almost looks like a W, that's stitched directly into the back pocket of the Levi jeans, were to be painted on instead of to be switched because of the world wars going on, and it would save a lot of thread for the multitude of military workers' uniforms. The waistband was also edited, and the cinch and riveted pockets were removed. Now, we have already touched on the celebrities during the 1950s through the 1980s. We have found out that also in the 1990s, they were also popular with the use of Run DMC, which is a musical group, portraying the jeans in their hip-hop videos. But we're going to go back to the 1950s, which is a very iconic point in Levi history, and which made them the leading manufacturer of blue jeans in the world, when Marilyn Monroe and James Dean, even Elvis Presley, wore these jeans. Everyone started thinking about rebellious teenagers. They associated motorcycle drivers and bad boy images to blue jeans, which resulted in many schools banning blue jeans from being worn. At this time, blue jeans were about $2.50 a pair, so every teenager wanted to follow that trend of those favorite stars on television wearing those jeans. And during the 1986 era, Levi had a little bit of a struggle because of all the competitors such as Guess Jeans, The Gap, Vanderbilt, and they decided to bring out a new jean called the Dockers. The soaring cost of our little $2.50 in the 1950s soared all the way until $25. So if you would like to touch more on the actual pricing, I have that all in the presentation. And right now we just want to learn what we have spoken so far. During 1873 through 1963, blue jeans were made of good quality material. 14-ounce denim with single stitching, riveted buttons. Celebrities such as Marlon Brando, Elvis Presley, Marilyn Monroe, and James Dean wore them and made them popular. The types of fabrics that was used was raw, rigid, selvaged on both sides, and cotton elastic blends, which are now currently known as skinny jeans. They ranged anywhere from 10 ounces to 13 ounces. And we have also found out that from 1963 to 1990, they were pre-shrunk. Synthetic fabric blends were being used, poly cotton blends were being used, and it does specify in our Bible that Jesus said, our Lord told us not to mix two different type of fabrics in our clothing. Do not mix linen and wool together. Do not mix two breeds of animals. Clearly, this is what we are seeing right now with a mix of fabric blends. But the thing that concerns me the most, and as well it should concern you as my audience, is the fact that after 2006, Levi Jeans started targeting our eco-friendly era. They started targeting our youths and mixing hemp fabric with 100% cotton fabrics in the blue jeans. And we have also learned that the most recent was the use of the PET to be sustainable, actually. The PET basically is a recycled product, and we have found out via research from environmental leaders that including brown beer bottles, green soda bottles, clear water bottles, and black food trays, these are the substances that are used and collected through municipal recycling programs across the United States. The bottles and food trays are separated, crushed into flakes, and made into polyester fibers. And that is according to Hardcastle of 2002. According to Bloomberg News, the CEO of the actual Levi Strauss company states, is turning 8 bottles of plastic of jean into a pair of jeans actually worth it? I think so. And that is quoted by Curley and Beerfield, 2002. Last thing I would like to conclude is with the information that I have been given to you and with what our Lord says in the Bible regarding clothing and garment wear, would you wear a pair of these Levi blue jeans today that are actually made out of garbage? And my dears, that is what it says on the tag of it. If you look at your Levi's made today, it will say made from garbage. Thank you for watching my video, and I do apologize for not having an actual audience here. Have a blessed day and wonderful days to you in the future.